Hello, go Birds.
Go Birds. Fresh off that dub, winning the NFC.
Today we have found out that the Eagles will be playing in the 2025 Super Bowl.
Not sure who yet.
The game's still
happening. The
happening.
Chiefs-Bills game is happening as we speak. But, yeah, we're going to the Super Bowl, baby.
But we're not talking about football today.
No.
We might be talking about sports in some scenarios with the stories that we'll tell.
But, yeah.
But we figured, Doug and I were eating yesterday. And we were talking about some of the most embarrassing moments of our entire lives. Not that we've had many years to be embarrassed, but being two of the most loveliest people in the entire world, we've obviously had some embarrassing moments.
And as you go through life, you're going to have these embarrassing moments. But I think what I've learned as I've grown and I'm past being a child when everything feels embarrassing, is having embarrassing moments are so important. They're really, really important, and it allows you to feel something unlike feeling any other thing. You can't deny that when you're in the middle of an embarrassing moment, you are feeling something so deep in your core that it's that's one way to connect to the human experience. So I don't think we should shy away from our embarrassing moments, which is why today, Larkin and I are going to share with you two plus embarrassing moments each of our lives so far.
I want to build off of what you said and just say that the feeling that you get when you're embarrassed is cringe.
Yeah.
You're feeling cringe.
Yeah.
That's what it is. So I'm terrified of feeling that way. For one, don't want to embarrass myself because, to the building off point, I don't want people to think that I'm weird. But weird is cool, okay? We can all be weird. And that's what I've come to learn. I've come to learn that. But at the time, I didn't want to be weird.
I just felt for a certain period of time of my childhood and up and through high school, I felt like I was the most embarrassing person alive. I felt like I was doing embarrassing moments left and right. I was like, dang, why am I so embarrassing?
That's so sad.
Yeah, I don't know. I think that's everybody though as a teenager.
Well, when you're 5'4" at 11 years old, you absolutely think that you're also the most embarrassing person ever, and then your head's taller than every boy until you're 15 years old. So I completely understand the feeling of everything you do has a level of embarrassment to it, even when it's something completely normal.
Right.
So with that being said, would you like to tell the first story, or would you like me to start off? I have them in timeline order.
You tell the first story.
Okay.
You go ahead.
So we're doing this just so everyone can feel accepted and validated, okay? So I'm going to start off with my first story being from kindergarten. Now, I have some preschool stories that I do remember being embarrassing, but you're in preschool. You're a kid. Everyone thinks that you're funny and cute as a kid, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Then you reach kindergarten, and things just get a little different. So I go to kindergarten, and I remember exactly what I'm wearing that day. Jeans, a cheetah print belt with a matching cheetah print shirt, because I felt gorge. I felt gorgeous. And I remember what I used to wear to kindergarten was pair of flare jeans, Crocs, and a regular t-shirt. And at this point, I'm also still taller than everybody. This is when it started. I was growing very quickly in kindergarten. Anyway, besides the point, I'm wearing the cutest outfit ever. We had a bathroom in our classroom, and I went into the bathroom because that's what I had to do when I had to go to the bathroom. And it didn't have a lock, of course, because this is a bathroom for children. And I'm not going to name names, but a girl that has a tendency to show up throughout my school, I almost said college twice, my school career, she opens the door on me while I'm going to the bathroom. I'm going to the bathroom. And I'm in the middle of doing my business. Pants around my ankles. And I actually have tunnel vision. Every time I close my eyes, I can see what I saw when I was on the toilet. Door wide open. We have girls standing right there. Two of the popular boys standing to the left. And the rest of the class just looking down the barrel of the bathroom. And I'm sitting there on the toilet, pants around my ankles, and I'm going, close the door, close the door, close the door. And I remember having like tears, not because like I was sad or anything, but I'm embarrassed, bro. So being in kindergarten, I am introduced to the idea of you're in your most vulnerable state. Someone takes advantage of it, and everyone's doing like the and I'm like, oh my god, I never want to feel this way ever again.
Did you ever wear that outfit after that?
Not that I can remember. And I remember I never went back to cheetah print, but I can remember it was the best outfit ever. And I will literally, like, that was the start of, like, something fundamental inside of me. Mm-hmm. So I just wanted to give the shout out to that. Because that was my first, like, that I can remember being like, I have to keel over and die right now. On the toilet.
That's so the one I was going to share, like, I almost want to, like, pause it and, like, share something else. Because I remember when I was in kindergarten, one of my first embarrassing moments was I took a dump. And it was right before, like, field day or whatever. We were outside doing games. And I couldn't, like, go outside because I was wiping for what felt like hours. I was wiping. And, you know, the teacher would not be like, Doug, are you okay? Are you okay? I'd be like, I'm like, I need help. So they sent one of the lunch ladies in. And she was wiping my butt. And I have a vivid memory of just being like... and looking back and seeing a lunch lady wiping my butt. So there's that. Oh, that was embarrassing. That was in kindergarten. I was in kindergarten, okay?
Okay, so we both have a toilet.
But I also had, but I had one that was exactly like yours, where in second grade, they had the bathroom in the classroom.
Not second grade. That's
second
bad.
grade, yeah. Bathroom in the classroom. I was taking a dump. And, yeah. I mean... Period. And a girl opened the door while I was taking a dump, so I jumped off the toilet and like hid in the corner.
Period. Like, with your pants around your ankles. Yo.
And then the next day I was like walking like somewhere with like some friends from that class and like, yeah, she saw you. She saw everything. But that's anyway. So I had very similar experience. But the embarrassing story I wanted to share was the first time I had like a crush on a girl and I wanted to act on it. It was my best friend's cousin. I was like, I'm gonna like, and I was in middle school at this point, so I'm like, okay, I'm gonna like ask her to be my girlfriend. So what I literally did, Larkin, is I did the classic write a note.
Mm-hmm. I know the story.
Yeah, I said like, do you want to be my girlfriend? Yes or no? And then I didn't give her the note. I literally chucked it behind me because she was sat on the bus with me. I chucked it to the seat behind me and just gave it to her and then ran out.
No, this doesn't surprise me because this is also the boy that went to the Renaissance Fair, got a bracelet.
Yeah. So this connects to the story. So I did that, and then the next day I was like, "So do you like me, or do you want to be my girlfriend?" And she was like, "I guess." So then that after school that day, so we do school that day. I don't see her during school. So my best friend was also my neighbor. So and I knew that she was gonna be at his house that day. So I literally was like, we have to plan this thing where like I come out and like I'm her boyfriend now or whatever. So literally what we did was had her in the front yard of his house and I was inside his garage and I was like introduce me and be like, introducing your boyfriend Doug. And he opened the garage door and I jumped out of the garage and did like a little somersault in the grass. I was like, hey, what's up? And that was it.
Wow.
It's more like an embarrassing... I didn't know if it was embarrassing. I didn't feel embarrassed in the moment because I'm like, I'm so cool. But now looking back on it, that is extremely embarrassing.
Personally, I think it's really adorable because, like, knowing who you are, I think that's adorable.
Yeah.
Loving that. But what I'm realizing is the stories that we're telling right now in these stages, like, everybody goes through an act of this at some point.
Yeah.
Like, everyone... It's a very universal experience, what we're talking about. But there's still... equally embarrassing every single time.
Yeah.
Like, it's not like one time it gets easier for any of us. You know what I mean? Like, it's not like, oh, the more people it happens to, the less it's embarrassing. No, it's still embarrassing every single time.
Yeah.
Like the stories we were telling where Doug and I we had a similar experience where, for me, I was in first or second grade, and I always sat next to my crush. Always, because our last names were next to each other. Mm-hmm. And so I was always near him. Like, the entirety of me being in Fairmount, which was my elementary school. So, tell me why him and his friends pulled a chair out from underneath me, and, like, I fall in front of everybody, and I actually want to, crawl inside a hole. But you had that happen to you, too.
Yeah.
Just not a crush. It was your friend. And it's like, I will never forget that feeling. If it happens to me ever again, oh my God, wait, I'm just having a memory.
Just
now.
like kind of falling in front of people is one of those things that like,
right.
That is an instant core memory.
Well, no,
embarrassing moment.
No, I'm literally thinking about something right now, and I'm not going to go too deep into it, but I once went to a musical of a person's family that I was very close with, and I go, and I'm wearing a dress. And I'm 19 years old. I'm 18. I'm 18 years old. This is my senior year of high school. I'm a full-grown, like, adult. Mm-hmm. And I'm wearing a dress. And as a joke, another 18-year-old pulls the chair out from under me in front of a bunch of fancy people, rich people, pulls the chair out from under me. I fall in front of everyone. And my dress comes up. Underwear out. 18 years old. Bunch of rich white men. See my underwear.
Looking at the gutshies.
Yep. And that was one of the most embarrassing moments of my life, because I had my brain is developing still. Like, I'm understanding that this is probably one of the worst moments of my life.
You know what's interesting about that in those scenarios? It's embarrassing for you, but it's also probably embarrassing for the person who pulled the chair too, right?
Well, like, I hope.
Well, I mean, it's obviously more embarrassing for you, but it's like...
It's embarrassing actually for everyone.
Yeah.
Because there's no way...
Everybody. The people that see it, it's just an embarrassing moment.
I completely forgot
Secondhand embarrassment, yeah.
I forgot that happened. Okay, anyway, so all that to say, very, very specific things that happen to everybody, right? Mm-hmm. So now I want to get into a story that's very targeted toward me, okay? These are the embarrassing moments that suck. And I also want to say, not many embarrassing things happened in college, because I was well aware that I did not want to be embarrassed in college. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that was a good feeling. That, like, I was well aware. I mean, and hey, if something embarrassing happened and you're watching this and you knew me in college, keep it to yourself. I don't need to know. You can keep it. But it was more so, like, elementary school to high school, where I'm like, hey, everything sucks. And it's because there are bullies, okay, too. Mm-hmm. So all this to say, my next story. Would you like to tell the story right now?
I can.
Okay.
Do you want me to? Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead.
So, this is probably the most embarrassing thing that's ever happened to me in my life, just because, like, it's just the dumbest thing I think I've ever done. Oh. And of course it was, like, in front of a bunch of people, and it had ramifications for a lot of things. So, freshman year, I tried out for the baseball team. I played baseball of high school. The freshman year baseball team for high school. Right. And everybody made the team for freshman year baseball. So literally, you just tried out, you made it. I was like okay at baseball, but it was never like I was kind of getting to the point where it's like, okay, I'm not progressing as much as the other kids are progressing. So like I can tell like this isn't my thing anymore. It used to be my thing, not my thing anymore. Make the freshman year baseball team. You know, doing the things, going to practices, playing games. And we have this one game. And what happened was, I think we were a little understaffed with our coaching. We just had one coach, like we didn't have an assistant coach. So the head coach was the third base coach, you know, when we're batting. And then you would have whoever was like the last person in the order, the batting order, was the first base coach. So it was the last inning. We were the home team, so we batted last. And we were down by like 1 run. And I was like, all right, Doug, you're the first base coach. So I go run out. I'm on first base. And we're actually, like, our team is batting. We get a person on like, second or whatever. And then it was, like, 2 outs. And then somebody hit a infield grounder. Like, should be an out. So, you know, like, the shortstop or whatever throws to first. And then it gets by the first baseman. So the guy on second is, like, rounding like he's going home. And tell me why, Larkin, the ball rolls to me as the first base coach. And maybe it was me feeling like I want to be included. I want to feel like I did something, or maybe it was just me being a dumbass and seeing a ball right in front of me and like you know, impulsively grabbing it. I grabbed the baseball off the ground and threw it to the first baseman on the other team. And then he was like, I could tell like he was kind of like confused that I grabbed the ball, and he grabbed it and he like threw home or whatever. And immediately the umpire was like, dead ball, game over. That's it. Interference. The game's over.
You told this to me so many times and I still am like, oh.
And immediately I'm like, oh. Like, I remember my, like, feeling exactly in the moment. I was like, oh, fuck. Like, I was like, dang, I just freaking ruined it. So, then, after every game, you have, like, your little team huddle or whatever, and we go over everything, and we're talking to everybody, and he's, like, giving, like, saying, oh, you did a good job here, you did a good job here, and he gets to me, he's like, Doug, thanks for making it interesting. So then I was like, I, like, nodded or whatever, grabbed my stuff, went into the car. My mom was driving me home. I just bawled my eyes out. I'm like, oh my God, I can't believe I did that. And that was one of those things that, like, you know, I didn't make the baseball team next year or whatever. I was like, okay, baseball's done. But, you never live that down. You never live that down, Larkin. You never do.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
That was bad. That was a really hard moment. I'm not even gonna lie.
Yeah.
That was that's probably my most embarrassing moment.
I don't even think I have anything in response to that, to be honest.
Yeah.
But you've made up for it in so many different ways.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah, wow.
Like, I don't even know how to, like, follow that one up. Like, nothing, I mean this in the most, like, complimentary way. Like, nothing beats that story. Like, there's nothing as embarrassing that I'm about to say that is equivalent to that.
Maybe we should have saved that for the end then.
Anyway. You are, all of your quirks and awesomeness makes you perfect for me. Okay?
Okay.
Okay.
Hold on, I would not do that today.
I know.
Yeah.
But I'm saying, like, it's, I would have loved to be friends with that version of Doug.
Okay. I'll take that. Thank you.
Okay. How do I even follow that up? I don't know. Do you guys want to hear about Little Mermaid leggings?
Yeah, let's hear it. Let's hear about it.
Okay, so I guess it all goes down to, like, me. I love colorful things. Like, I love wearing colorful pants and socks and fun sweaters and, like, all of those type of things. I always have. Always. I don't know what else I'm supposed to say. Do you want me to feel sorry that I like colorful stuff? Like, you know?
No, yeah, it's good.
I've always felt, like, a little self-conscious about the way that I like things. Like, I've never been, like, this clean girly with, like, a beige aesthetic and, like, neutral tones. Like, I love pastel colors. Mm-hmm. Like, I just do. Like, my room has always been colorful. Always.
Yeah.
And I'm 24, and I still... So, I just want to say that first. So, it's freshman year of high school. And, again, everything bad happens your freshman year of high school. Mm-hmm. And I was trying out for the... It was my sophomore year of high school, because this was CHS Bio, and it was when Little Mermaid auditions were happening.
Oh.
And so I wanted to wear these Little Mermaid leggings that my mom had got me. They were navy blue. They had Ariel on them and Flounder. And they were really cute and honestly pretty subtle for what they were. And I wore them in a way that was, like, really cute. And honestly, like, if that was still my style today, I think I would wear it. So I wore an Old Navy long sleeve, like, black dress. And so it was like a stretchy material, like, very casual. And then those leggings, and then black Ugg boots. Like, I really don't think there was anything crazy about this outfit at all. Okay?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you have any... What
I just want to say, like, just thinking about it, like, having the Little Mermaid leggings is way better than just, like, the classic black leggings that everybody else is wearing.
But, like,
at least that's, like, a touch of character.
I was wearing them for a reason.
Yeah.
It was Little Mermaid auditions, and, like, it was like the full ensemble practice. Like, I was wearing it because I was, like, I don't have to explain myself. If I wanted to wear it, whether just on a random day, I'm allowed to.
Yeah.
Anyone's allowed to.
Yeah.
But when you go to school with a bunch of I'm not gonna swear.
Jack donkeys.
Yeah, with a bunch of people that are rude, like, you're bound to experience something. So anyway, show up to school, loving my outfit. I don't know. And apparently, all day long, there was something on social media about me that I didn't know until the very end of the day, because I believe my friends thought they were doing me a service of not telling me. I'm not really sure what their theory is. And I don't really want to go back and find out, because I love them dearly. And honestly, this moment still really embarrasses me. But apparently, in my bio class, a person had taken a photo of me sitting at the lab table with my leggings, and like it was me. It wasn't even like it was like the bottom half of my body with no, like it was my face, it was everything. And it was also a really unflattering photo of
from
me.
The front?
It was from the front and side, and I was bent over talking to somebody, like with my pencil in my hand, and my legs were like spread like that. Like I looked terrible. The way that you sit at a lab table in bio is not attractive. Like that's weird. So anyway.
Well, also just to say, if there's any high schoolers or really anybody listening, you should not take pictures of other people.
Yeah, it's weird.
Period.
And if you do, don't post it on social media. Period.
Yeah.
So anyway, I'm sitting there. The photo's taken. The comment is something along the lines of, "What does our school allow?" Or like, why do people wear stuff like this in school? Or it's something along the lines of like, how did we get here with, like, it was something really embarrassing. Okay, with my outfit.
Or they're basically like saying like, I can't believe she's wearing mermaid leggings.
I can't believe she's wearing this. Like, it's weird. That was the premise. So then it gets posted on social media. All my friends see it. Nobody asks him to delete it, and nobody tells me it's up. Okay, so I'm not only embarrassed that it happened, but I'm then betrayed that nobody helped me. Okay? Mm-hmm. And then I'm told, and then it's the end of the day, so everything's already happened.
Do you remember who told you?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
I do. And that was the hardest part, was like, who told me? Because I'm like, oh my god, I hadn't seen them all day, and they would have told me earlier. But we also had our phones, whatever. We were 15, 16. So, when that happened, I genuinely had never felt so excluded or hurt about something. Like, and as much as this is like embarrassing, I think it's also just like a PSA where it's like, don't do this to other people.
Yeah. Because
it, one, makes them embarrassed, but also makes them feel so lonely. Like, really lonely. And I've honestly never recovered from it, and it's been 10 years later.
Really?
Yeah, I think about it all the time. Anything that I wear, I try not to attract attention to myself. Which, it's like, I said I love colors and everything, and it's like, so sad. But anyway, the person who did that, screw you. I know you're not watching this video, but you're not nice.
I want you to know that that's all on that person.
True. But
it's
so
not
embarrassing.
On you at all.
But
because you weren't doing anything wrong. You weren't doing anything that should warrant anybody posting you on social media and making fun of you.
Right. But it's
There's
like,
nothing that should warrant that.
Also embarrassing because it's like, I was just being myself. And it's like, wait, is me being myself embarrassing? Like, that's where it starts from.
Yeah.
So, and like along that same line, the last story that I was going to tell was, I had told him this, and like, I don't really give a rip about this story, but it's still embarrassing. But I was very vocal and talkative in my lecture classes in high school. Like, when you had a discussion that day, like, I'm trying to get full points, girl. Like, I'm trying to get all the participation points and sound smart. Like, I'm gonna try. Not my fault that you didn't read the passage, you're sleeping, and I'm the one talking. That's not my fault.
Right.
So that doesn't warrant, and like, listen, you can have any opinion about me that you want. You think I'm annoying, you think I'm a kiss up, cool. I'd rather be that than lazy and do no gooder type of deal. You know what I mean? So one day I'm extra talkative apparently in my AP Lit class, and I thought I slayed. Just gonna be real. And so then we go to like our flex period, and I have another group of friends come up to me and go, "Man, Larkin, I heard you were really annoying today in AP Lit." And I said, "Annoying? What you mean annoying?" And they're like, "Yeah, we heard you talked a lot and that you wouldn't let anybody else talk, and you just kept going and going, and everyone's talking about it, how annoying you were." I said, "Love that. Love that everyone is talking about how annoying I was? What? At 17? And so that's also a moment where I was like, hey, I'm embarrassed because I'm being myself. And then everyone in the classroom, when this story was being told, was hearing that I was annoying. It was, and like I remember feeling more embarrassed because everyone was like, "Oh yes, yes, yes."
They
Yes.
were agreeing.
They're like, yes, we do remember this, or yes, we did hear this, or like, yes, that's classic
Like,
Larkin.
thank you.
Yeah,
Yes.
Yes. And I'm like, awesome, cool. So when I got to college, I was like, I'm so scared to talk. And then yet I talked all the time in college, and
And people loved you for it.
they were like, thank you. You're saving us. Like, you start the conversation, and like, we're so tired, it's 9 a.m., but you're bouncing off the walls already. And I said, you're welcome.
Why do you think that is the difference from high school to college? Because I think in high school you know everybody, so it's all like there's all these little things where it's like, oh, this person talked too much, I don't like this person.
Yeah.
But in college it's like, please somebody just know what we're talking about so we can move on. Because the professor will just like sit here and wait.
That's exactly it. That's exactly what it was.
Yeah.
And everyone in college also, like, I don't know, I tried really hard to not be weird in college. So then I was a very educated person, and people also, now, did they want to be my friend because they wanted homework answers? I'm not sure, but they were still nice to me.
No, I think they want to be your friend too.
But anyway, my embarrassing stories range from embarrassing things happening to people taking advantage of my niceness.
So let's see what this says about us, though. Your embarrassing stories mostly come from
people making
fun of you. My embarrassing stories mostly come from me being stupid.
No. We were saying his memoir would be titled Oblivious.
Oblivious. Yeah, you know what? Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Because, like, you're not aware of the actions that you're doing, and you're not doing it on purpose. But you're not oblivious about a lot of things.
I what is funny to me is I think most of the times that I've been embarrassed by something, it's because I felt right in what I was doing. And then the fact that I should not have been doing that is then the most embarrassing thing. Because I literally was like, I'm doing something right now. I'm picking up this baseball. I'm throwing it to the first baseman. I thought I was doing something. But I was doing something. I was losing us the game when I wasn't even on the field.
Do you have any other stories that you want to share?
I have like the classic, other things where like, you smell or whatever, but...
I was just about to say the only other thing that I have is like I had a really bad sweating problem in middle school. Like I don't know why.
No, this was... Alright, last one. Okay, yeah. One last thing.
Mm-hmm.
Middle school again. Embarrassing time. And I was swimming a lot in the winter season. I would do winter swim practice and summer swim practice or whatever. And because I was a middle school boy and I didn't have the best hygiene, I would not shower and wash my hair after swim practice.
Oh my god.
So the chlorine would get in my hair and literally like solidify it in clumps. And like you could go like whoosh, whoosh, like it was gross. So then I would go to school the next day and literally people would call me like McDonald's hair boy. McDonald's hair. My quote unquote friends would. And it'd be like McDonald's hair. Like you just go to McDonald's and like get the Big Mac and rub it in your hair or whatever. So yeah, that was a problem. And it wasn't really like, and I was like, oh, it's whatever. I'm like, I wash my hair. And then one day this one girl came up to me and was like, you should use conditioner. I remember who it was. And thank you for saying that because I have used conditioner ever since and it's been great.
Yeah, he uses mine.
Yeah.
But thank God.
It's good stuff.
Well, I've never seen your hair greasy, so it worked.
Yeah.
Wow. No, it's stuff like that too. That's like the common, like I like my armpits would not stop sweating, and I wore Aeropostale shirts, and like those are the most thin shirts a girl could wear. And it's like I would keep my arms like this, and when I would raise my hand, I'd be like this. I'm not kidding.
Because if you raise it all the way up, it would just
there'd be armpits
wet,
like no, I'm talking
a wet puddle.
I'm talking like I'm a very, very hygienic and clean person. It would literally be like a shh,
Whoa.
like it'd go the whole way down because I would keep them like this all day.
Whoa.
And it was so embarrassing. But the worst was when I would wear these like Justice pants, like from the store. Remember Justice? I would wear them and I loved them. But if I would sweat too much, like during gym or something, and then sit down on a seat, I would have a butt sweat, but it would be marked on my pants. Like so then the girls would be like, "What's that on your pants?" And I'm like, "Hey, I need to go home. I have to go home." Yep. And it was never for me. It was like never. Oh, my period went through my pants. No, it was my butt sweat. And so then I would like try my hardest. I would plan like. I was sweating everywhere, but I think everyone's going through something.
You're not a sweaty person now.
I know.
It's just one of those things.
You grow out of it hormonally.
Puberty is an embarrassing time.
Oh my god.
It's an embarrassing time, but you have to embrace it.
Okay, well, anyway, we had fun sharing our most embarrassing stories.
Yeah, leave some of your most embarrassing stories in the comments below,
Yeah, 'cause I'm
please, for
sure-
everybody to read and enjoy.
I'm sure that's exactly what everybody wants to
Yeah,
share.
right?
Okay, well, hopefully this made you laugh. Hopefully this made you feel cringed or icked out.
Or hopefully this made you feel
Validated,
yes, accepted. It's a universal experience.
Yeah, so anyway, go birds. Have a great week. And
We'll see you next Monday.
bye.
Bye.